Oh dang, he's asking for the price. What do I say now? Uh, so have you faced this situation ever before? Welcome presenters, my name is Digimus and in this video I'm going to show you what are the different criteria on which the price of a carousel actually depends. So how many of you guys get this question into your DMs to all the creators? How much do you charge for a carousel? Now this is a question that almost every creator would get nowadays who's really good at making carousels. So how much do you charge? And you do not actually know what to answer. When someone asks me this question, I always say it depends. Okay, so in this video we are going to cover the 3 different criteria on which the price of a carousel actually depends. So the first one is the importance of carousels. If it's a new business or if it's a new person who's just coming up and he doesn't have a service or a product to sell, so the carousels may or may not be as important as it will be for a business who already has an established service or product. So the first person in the first case, he won't be able to put in $1,000 into 10 carousels a month, right? He won't be able to do that, and it's not wise to ask them this money. But in the other hand, if you could give away something that is way less than that, they won't want the content strategy, they won't want it to be as fancy, but they just want the feed to look good. This will be the criteria that they want to get into instead of a premium carousel. On the other hand, if it's for a business and they already have a product or service, they want to sell it, and the main purpose of the carousels would be selling it, the product and service based on the content strategy later on, then that business would be actually investing $1,000 for 10 to 15 carousels. Now how do I know that? It's really simple. You have to find out what's the average price of the client that walks into the business. Suppose, I will give you a perfect example. There's a digital marketing company, okay, and a person walks in, and that person makes an average sale of, let's say, $200. So in this case, if the carousels that you are providing actually brings in 20 to 30 clients on an average a month, new clients on an average a month, then how much would that be? My maths is not that strong, but 20 clients for $200 each, that would be costing around $4,000, right? So will that person be okay with giving away $1,000 a month for 10 carousels? Yes, right? So you have to find out what's the average cost of client that is walking into the business. Once you find that out, you will be able to know like what is the amount that you can charge to that particular person, because that person already knows that this task is really important for them, as this will be bringing in more clients, and that person would be charging, like he will be really okay to give more to get more, right? So this is the first criteria, that is the importance. The second criteria is does that person want the content strategy, or they are just looking for making carousels, that's it. So how do you what is content strategy? By content strategy I mean building a perfect strategy for putting out content that actually sells the products or services of that business. So if a personal brand walks in, like a person walks in and he wants to create a personal brand on Instagram, he already has an existence and he has a product or service that he wants to sell. Then, as I said earlier in the earlier examples, if you can build a content strategy around whatever he does, whatever niche he is in, and you can actually put out content that actually sells the stuff, then he will be more than glad to give you the amount that you're charging, right? And if the person who is just starting off with social media, and that person doesn't actually want to make carousels, so how much, like, will the person be investing that much amount? No, right? So they just want to get the least thing, they just want to put out content and grow their page, that's it. So it won't be wise enough to charge them $1,000 for 10 carousels or something like that. So in the third thing is really important actually. So in the third step, that is, you need to find out the budget of the client who's coming in. Now how do you actually find out what's the budget? You can simply first of all ask the person what's your budget at the very beginning, because if someone who is saying the budget is $500 for 20 carousels, then that person can also be a potential client to you, because the 500 mark can be increased, right? The 500 mark can be increased to 25 more percent. That is about 625 to, that can be extended to $750. But if a person says my budget is $100, then you do not want that client. You can actually simply tell them or refer them to someone else who is just starting off on carousels, and if the service is really good, you build a strong relationship with the client itself. So that would be a really good thing as well. So these are the 3 criteria on which the price of a carousel actually depends. So how much should you charge? Okay, in order to charge the amount, what I would say is, from my experience, if it is a business, you can always go for 10% of whatever is coming in. 10% is really good, but you can get on with further. If you are charging for premium carousels, I would say do not go for less than $100 for one carousel. Okay, that would be for someone who has a product or service and you can promise that your carousels is gonna and are gonna sell the product or service that that person or business has. If you are really sure that your carousels can do that, then go ahead and charge $100. You have to be confident in you in order for them to be confident in you, right? So that will be the first one if you are charging for premium carousels. In case you are charging for like a carousels for the person who doesn't think that carousels is really important, you can charge anywhere between $20 to $55. Okay, why I'm saying $30? Like you would be saying that nobody gives me $30 for carousels. See, it always depends upon how you approach clients, how you tell them your importance, and how much your time is valuable. Okay, like suppose you think that your time is valued at $10 per hour. Go ahead and charge $10 for one carousel. However, you will be taking 2 to 3 hours to make a carousel and you are just charging $10. And do not worry about people who charge less. There will always be someone who is charging less. Okay, so you cannot actually compete with them. Never compete with price and tell them that that person is charging $100, I can do that for you for $50. That is insane. That's the worst thing that you can ever do. So there will always be people who are charging less right now, but always go for the value of your time. If you think the value of your time is $10, remain to $10 and just take away the clients from Fiverr and all this stuff. But if you think that your time is really valuable and you want to invest your time in the right place, then charge more. At least start with $30 and you can go further. And what I would suggest is increase the price each time a new client walks in. So whenever a new client walks into your door, you can increase the price up to like 10 to 20%. Okay, so increase the price. So that will be all for today. If you are new to this channel, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel so that you never miss a video that I will be talking about on how you can close deals, how you can make sales funnels, how you can increase your branding on Instagram, how you can build content strategies, and much more interesting stuff will be coming on in this channel. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and see you in the next one. Till then, stay safe, stay home, and keep creating for a change.